unclear how long Pu worked in the Shanghai PSB. He received combat training by October 2011 when he enrolled in the Shanghai Jiatong University Master's Program, according to DCNF translation SJTU announcements. SJTU photos showed students carrying rifles and wearing camouflage fatigues during a team-building war game at the program's outset. Classmates who has undergone special forces training and served as a commander in the broken glass, too wild and loud to ever last. Sweat dripping down my shade, trying hard to understand why hearts like ours burn so fast, like outlaw engines built to crash. Broken bottles hit the floor, still making everybody crave more. Every cigarette burned too quick, every memory is like a brick. I heard your laughter through the sound, like a rebel spirits underground. And every chord I played too loud still pulled your wildfire from the down.
Central planning sounds never better.
The city shakes beneath black rain. Every reckless soul knows pain. But when the blues begin to roar, you only want a little more. Every string pushed past control, like wildfire through the soul. Amplifiers glowing red like chaos raging in my head. The solo climb and crash back down, like thunder shaking every town. Every note too fast to change.
I'm against
Every
seizure of private property.
oh baby, your light burns like city lights. Wild and dirty through the night. Oh baby, the guitar screaming roar. Always leaving me. Every touch is
But I kind of imagine, like, you know, the
like
FBI
burning chrome.
probably should look at
Yes.
this. Get full of these
Oh baby, it amplifies. Roads and night. These burnout city blues. The night,
Like the Silver Spring, somewhere away from the building. It does seem kind of ridiculous. Do you guys think this is a sleep at the wheel, or do you think that this is much ado about nothing? Do you think that this guy,
black smoke rise.
something the government should step in and say, no, we're not going to allow you? Because the government does do that all
Every
the time.
engine
You know, the government absolutely can say, look, this is in proximity to the White House.
walked in
This is
fast.
I don't means they would use, but I'm sure that
It's a symptom of a larger problem. That foreign entities, whether they're CCP sharpshooters,
Black smoke rise.
you know,
Boulevard.
royal families from
Every
other
engine's telling of the street. You
grand
walked in
real
fast
estate,
with
they
a
are
smile.
lovely.
Got the trouble for
I mean,
the
crown prince of
thunder cracking overhead.
I would get
Drummer slam with reckless force, like a freight train flying off
one of those
course.
countries.
they aren't soccer teams in major western cities.
Every riff cutting sharp and fast, like broken hearts not built to last. Oh
They did
baby,
it in New York
the
City football,
burns
they
like
did it in
city
Chelsea
lights.
City, they did it with
Wild and
United
dirty
States.
through the
That
night.
you just like soccer and you have to do a long drive.
But here's the thing, you want to buy one, go ahead. Buy the team in Kansas City, not the one in Queens. Next to the Hawaii airport. Like, and when I say next to, I mean about the distance from you and I. It's where that stadium is from the airport. Anybody that's been to like City Field, like,
It's trying to make it more interesting.
this shouldn't be allowed. This should be like a dramatic approval process. wanted to be here for like 10 minutes.
I think that in this particular case with I don't think that this guy's an American citizen. It's his family foundation, and I'm far more sympathetic to the argument that there should be vetting organizations that purchase property. I think it was someone made the argument that foreigners shouldn't be allowed here actually trying to be citizens. They shouldn't be allowed to buy
Burning down the avenue.
yeah, no, I remember that.
Midnight engine screaming through the rain.
Someone made the argument that what about obese? I think it was
Came in fast with a rhythm to stare. Like
Yeah.
wildfire
I
exploding
mean, now major
everywhere.
American cities have become playgrounds for the rich. You want to talk
Slam one chord and the speakers crack. Like thunderstorms on a heart attack. Drums hit hard with savage.
party,
Shaking whiskey glasses off the street.
you can't these days.
Black denim sauce from the pouring rain. The kiss hit hard like a runaway train. Every rip slice and sharp and loud. Like lightning tearing through storm clouds. Oh, baby. Love runs wild like a storm tonight. Burning my soul beneath neon light. Oh, baby. Hear the guitar scream and grind, leaving every good thing behind. Oh, baby. Every touch burns rough and clean. Like chrome exhaust and gasoline. Oh, shining beneath the moon. Jukebox howling and outlaw tone. Old pews cracking and smoky bars while broken hearts race stolen cars. You move slow, blood red haze, like danger wrapped in reckless ways. Silver chains hanging at your side like midnight thunder amplified. The bass roll low and thick as smoke while every promise nearly broke. Every screaming guitar slide felt like wildfire amplified.
I sense that the property rights would vanish immediately and the foreign
Sweat
companies would
dripping
take
down
over
my
because
leather
hey,
coat.
there's nobody there guarding it. I mean,
Hearts
see, I think
cars
the
explode
most likely
like
scenario
outlaw
is like,
engines built
in
to
my
crash.
opinion, is
Broken
that
bottles near the wall.
people that are
Still
socialist communists,
hearing
they
your shadow
achieve
call.
enough political
Every
power
cigarette
where they
burn
can
quick.
basically alter
Every
the that's part of the
memory
reason why
like
the essay is actually
I heard your laughter through the sound, like rebel spirits underground. And every chord I push too far still drag me back to where you are. One more
structure of our government and basically
One more
ensure
flame.
that people voted out. You see that exact model has happened in California. It's almost impossible. Like nobody legitimately thinks that a Republican will ever take any kind of, state position in California. It would take dramatic popular support of a Republican that just doesn't exist in California. Not to say that there aren't Republicans in California, but there are just so many people that would never vote Republican.
Because it was just Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor. He was a
Yeah, but
Republican.
That wasn't just either. That was 20 years ago.
He was famous.
But no, because he ran after, I believe, it was after Jerry Brown got recalled. So he ended up winning with like 14% or so. Yeah, I think Terrell always came second. Yeah, and Gary Coleman came second.
Rusty highways and battered cars, old balls cracking against the rail while broken hearts keep leaving trails. You dance slow beneath red light like
Because of the way the California recall process was, you recall the governor.
Generate high temperatures needed for self-ignition. Instead, forensic investigations reveal that these rare, severe burn cases involve an overlooked external ignition source combined with the wick effect.
Oh, really? That was so long ago. Yeah.
Wick effect. Body fat melts from an initial external flame, soaking into clothing and acting like a candle wick to slowly burn the remains.
Statewide races, whether it's Senate or governor, some of these, I mean, I don't want to negotiate it.
External ignition. Victims are typically found near fireplaces, heaters, or with smoking materials they dropped after falling asleep.
That people go, we just need something. I'm hoping in New York that
Water content. Human tissue is mostly water, making spontaneous internal ignition physically impossible without an outside fire source.
like 30 votes in 2000. Ron DeSantis just won by 3 million. That was 25 years. Like the exodus of Republicans from blue states down to places like Florida and Tennessee and the Carolinas is astronomical.
I think this is an important story talking about this Chinese guy buying property here next to the White House because I brought this up on Friday. This came up last Friday, and I read the comments of that show, and so many people said foreign citizens should not be legally allowed to buy property or land in the United States. Why is that allowed? And it's like a veil has been lifted. Maybe most people
True spontaneous combustion happens in materials like oil-soaked rags, compost, or chemicals undergoing slow oxidation.
Like, it's the most common. Who would ever?
Heat buildup. These materials trap heat in poorly ventilated spaces until reaching ignition point, like living biological tissue.
Just is shocking. I understand that we're a global corporatocracy.
If you would like to explore this further, let me know. If you want to look into famous historical cases like Mary Resser or Countess Bandy, the physics and chemistry of the wick effect, industrial spontaneous combustion risks and prevention.
Yeah, of course they know. These foreign nations use our freedoms against us. Yeah. They'll say, well, there's nothing in America that says I can't do it. Now, force a local municipality, force a farm town in Iowa that has 2,000 people in it to file a lawsuit in which the Chinese Communist
Da Vinci.
will fund the other side. Let me know how that is. They're using the money that the tobacco spent against the government is one other measure that the Chinese Communist Party, the Crown Prince of
Dalai Lama.
or any of that
Macaroni.
Mohammed bin Salman. There's no money in the world just to give some, what, so you could buy 2,000 acres in Idaho,
Jacques
control
Cousteau.
potato distribution of that region? Like, they'll use that against us. They've been doing it for years, and nobody steps in because nobody wants to hear CFO back there.
Yeah, and that's a big
It's
part of it.
totally different between, like, some guy comes here and his family wants to buy a house and maybe it's illegal, and like a shady LLC that's backed by weird money from Oman.
Yeah, and even if we say, oh, well, we're not going to allow foreigners to purchase property, they'll just start an LLC in Delaware or
That's how they did it
whatever.
with this.
And
Yeah, foundation.
That's exactly, So I don't know that the idea of preventing people that are not American citizens from owning property here in the U.S. would actually work. I'm very sympathetic. Hold on. I'm very sympathetic to the idea.
So,
And I do, and like I said, I think
the recent funded
but
studies
that's not a bad
on
idea.
self-combustion
This property
heavily focus on material level oxidation mechanisms, early warning prediction models, and industrial safety thresholds, particularly regarding coal mining, sulfide ores, and reactive and reinforcement materials. Pyrite and sulfides. Research published in Pyrite Enhanced Coal Spontaneous Combustion used reactive force field molecular dynamics, REACT's FFMD and DFT calculations to show how pyrite accelerates tar decomposition and increases oxygen consumption regarding coal activation energy by up to 13%. Sulfide, well, I mean, if they had said it was for other reasons, they might not have funded the studies. So sometimes those studies do uncover other things within other industries. They don't always like to look at that stuff. Hey, that's not what we funded it for. For self-combustion. Yeah, you know, they figured that stuff out a long time ago. Shh.
And then in 1798, it was New York. So it's state by state.
But we did find sulfide ore dangers. Studies like experimental investigation on spontaneous combustion analyze how varying sulfur content alters the apparent activation energy and self-heating thresholds of sulfide ores during mining and storage. Polyurethane interactions. Investigations such as study on the synergistic spontaneous evaluated polyurethane PU mine reinforcement materials, identifying critical safety thresholds, content 9.10%, greater than, less than, greater than, it's greater than. Where low temperature PU melting interacts with coal pyrolysis pathways. Pyrolysis pathways. Predictive modeling and early warning. Spontaneous models. Advanced algorithmic models like STGAT transformer integrate dynamic special correlations and self-attention mechanisms to predict high temperature underground anomalies in coal ghosts with over 97.4% accuracy, detailed in research on coal spontaneous combustion early warning. Composite index analysis. Research highlighted in research on early warning model of coal spontaneous integrates remote sensing and SHAP interpretability frameworks. Interpretability. Did I say it? Interpretability frameworks to evaluate key indicator gas ratios like COCH4 and C2H4, C2H6 for quantitative fire risk assessment. If you are looking for information on specific material or industry such as coal storage, battery, thermal runway, or biomass self-heating, let me know so I can narrow down the exact studies and safety parameters you need.
They rounded people up because of the camps, but they weren't they weren't attempting to work them to death, and they didn't, the people that hate America, we had to, it was bad, and it was wrong, and started like five. Maybe there would have been a Japanese uprising in California if we didn't. Probably not. I think I'm getting like Man in the High Castle vibes, right? Yeah, great show, right? It is, it's good. Yeah. I don't see any evidence that would believe that the Japanese were going to rise up, because most of the Japanese that were interned, they were like, look, we're Americans. They weren't like, oh, and they wanted to be American. Most people that came to America back then, they wanted to be Americans. It's not like today where a lot of people that come here are looking for a handout. The 40s didn't have the same kind of social services, the Civil Rights Act hadn't passed, and there was a certain understanding that they were expected to assimilate to become Americans, and that's why you had things like parents telling their kids, look, you don't speak Japanese here, or you don't speak the old language anymore, you speak English because we're Americans now. And they really did, you hear that story all the time from young people, no, not young people now, but people that are maybe boomer age or maybe a little bit older, they're like, look, when we came here, my parents, made sure that we spoke English because we were Americans now. Nowadays, the attitude is come here and you don't have to become Americans. And so I think that your concerns are more from a modern context. Because people that come to America now, they don't assimilate the way they used to. Back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, the people that came here, if they were able to get here, they were trying to become American.
Yeah, I think throughout history, I wish I had some examples off the top of my head of like,
Someone in class just asked because they were taking some notes on different things we've been rambling about over the years. And they said that they just thought it was funny that they were taking notes and the song said underground when they were taking notes on the part where we were rambling about our Pepe when he passed away in the early 90s. I believe it was 96. Might have been 97. You're a good fact checker. It was when I was at Erskine, so I was kicked out of Erskine, expelled my sophomore year. Well, it's a long story, really not very. I can tell you very quickly. We were prank calling one of the teachers at a friend's house. The boys were playing the harmonica, and they were like, I knew a teacher. Her name was Miss Shoot. It was the math teacher. One of the math teachers. Not my math teacher. No. And Miss Cooper. Miss Cooper, she was a good math teacher. I liked her. She seemed like a no BS kind of person that had maybe been in the military. Anyways, Mr. Poland said it seemed like I was the ringleader. They all got suspended for like 3 days. I got expelled. He said they didn't want my kind there. When I learned about the issues they had with my parents and other things, it's like, oh, it's all making sense. It's all making sense. But yeah, he passed away. It was my freshman or sophomore year at Erskine. I think it must have been 97, then you might be right. So you help me sometimes. Oh, recollective space. How do I not lose sight of you? What makes me feel in denial or in acceptance about anything? That can't be true. That's definitely true. Might be true. It's possible. I don't know. And if it is or isn't, yeah, he had gotten sick with the cancer shortly after my meme passed away. She got cancer and passed away very quickly. They said the Beano Hall and all the cigarette smoke gave her cancer. Well, you know, Pepe had been saying some stuff. He used to like taking me to Arby's when Nene would go to play bingo. The place that killed her. I hate bingo. I'm just kidding. Obviously, that's not. They're stupid. Remember, this was the era of AIDS and cancer and people trying to expose some of the vaccines causing cancer. Different stuff they were shooting people up with. You know, she used to buy that cream too. Remember, they used to sell that cream. Didn't it have like embryo fluid in it? They had to stop selling it. They used to sell, I think, on Home Shopping Network. What the hell is wrong with you people? Oh, bad music. I don't think she knew it was in there when she found out. I think she was upset. Anyways. Talc. Don't use it. Corn. Just use cornstarch. You'll be okay. Don't do that again. Do you remember? I mean, go back. And when you look at the associations to these stupid fear propaganda shit that gets thrown in the wind of serious concerns, I mean, it's pretty bad when you think about it. How that extends to different markets and yeah, he had served. His parents, I think they were from Normandy or something, yeah. They were very French. His family was up in Canada for a while. And the woodlot, something got burnt down, the family store. And then he opened a woodlot called Karen's and Sons on Northern Avenue. It's a recycling place now, Redemption Center, up past a credit union there. I know. They were so sweet. And they'd dress up on Sundays. He always had that nice long coat and his Pepe hat. Get in the caddy and drive down the hill to St. Augustine. They did the baskets and passed out communion sometimes. Yeah, they were on the board. Yeah, this place we live in now, they were associated too. We used to come here as kids because they do like the VIP and stuff. Now that was back when the Oblates had it though. But anyways, yeah, when he got sick shortly after she passed away, I remember going to the Veterans Hospital, Togus, quite a bit. And I remember, yeah, it was around the time too. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that was horrible. Anyways, yeah, it was very sad. I know what you're talking about, yes. There's a lot of freak accidents going on, huh? Sharp corners, brake lines being cut. A lot of impaired driving accidents. Overdoses. Yeah, that was horrible. What's his name when he crashed and the engine came through and crushed his girlfriend or somebody had in the seat next to him. Yeah, can you imagine? Oh my god. Don't drive impaired. I know, and it's amazing the shit that people get prescribed and take and get behind the wheel. Well, that's what people are saying. I mean, they should be able to pull anybody over at any time and do a sobriety check. A lot of people have said that for years. With the number of drinking and driving accidents and people being prescribed all these medications at an alarming rate. Yeah, not to mention other stuff too going on. I mean, why would anybody have a problem with that? You think that'd be appreciated, right? What the fuck? Oh my god. But yeah, I remember, yes, he was in his hospital bed. So this is what rang their bell, because they were taking notes on that, and then the song said Underground right around the time they were writing it, so you wanted me to mention it. Sure. Who are you anyways? I'm just kidding. Yeah, he was in his hospital bed. And I swear they had him all medicated too. He was pretty medicated, huh? You know what was strange too? He was fine. Yeah, he'd gone in for a broken hip. Fucking laid on the bathroom floor. You know, and my uncle, my mother's brother, fucking dickhead. Yeah, they stole a lot of his coins. You know that, right? Motherfuckers. They didn't get him all. He left me one. Yeah, I got one of those, and could be a batch. I don't know. Stockpile. Yeah, my grandmother left me the ring she had gotten, a Seacher ring with our birthstone, and I was garnet for January. And so, yeah, in the ring, it's missing a stone. And so they had written that up, you know, in the, what do you call it, the will. So they knew there was a stone missing in that ring. What year was that? '94, 95-ish. Yeah, and then his dickhead, one of his sons, God bless him, he's a saint. Not the one who died of a drug overdose, but one of the other ones. This is when we were kids. We were young then. Yeah. We were only kids then, yes. I was like, about, what, 12, 13? Yeah, we're talking about the 94 to 97 range, so I was born in 82. Oh no, that was sooner. Yeah, no, that was when he did that. That would have been before that. That would have been before she passed away. And he knocked out half my tooth. That's in my records too, because the dentist had to replace it. He didn't mean to. I was on the Solaflex machine, and you know those rubbers you would put on it for resistance? Well, there was no rubbers on it, so the bar was swinging freely, and I was sitting right in the right spot, so when he swung the bar, it hit me in the face. I didn't realize my tooth was half knocked out until we got inside, and we were sitting there on the floor, and I went to take a bite of popcorn or something, and half my tooth fell out. So they replaced it. It was just like in Dumb and Dumber, exactly. Just like that. I had to have my school pictures taken like that. I have it. I have the school picture. It's horrible. Well, what had happened was they replaced it. They glued it in. And then, God have you, the day of the spelling bee, I go to bite a piece of burrito with a fork. Don't ask me why. And I had the fork angled, so it was like pointed up. You know, the prongs were pointed up. And I went to bite down, and the fork prongs twisted around the front of my teeth and popped it out. And I was like, God damn it. Spelling bees today. It was quite embarrassing. Could be worse. It's times like that I think of Siphius rolling that rock up. Just, you got this, Thomas. I think I can. So they had to replace it again. It's been on there since. It's chipping like eggshells, but it's on there. I know. I always thought that was funny, actually, and nobody seemed to ever get it, like really get it. Who are you gonna call? Slimer. I'm calling Slimer. Get the fuck away from me. bust yourself. Help me help you. We come in peace. Is that a laser? But yeah, anyways, he was laying in his hospital bed. And he was looking at me. Well, he was looking through me. It was like he was looking at me, but not. You know what I mean? Again, he was all medicated, and he had gone in for a broken hip. And he was fine. They had done a scan, and he was fine. And then literally, they did a scan the next day. Why would they do another scan, right, if it came back fine? What would give them reason to want to do another scan was my question. Well, like, they answered me. Had a tumor the size of a grapefruit and died shortly after. But anyways, right before that had happened, he was looking at me. He's in his hospital bed. And he kept saying Sharon. And the nurse came in and fucked with his IV shit. I was like, he keeps saying Sharon. And she's like, oh, he must be calling you Sharon from his soap opera. And there was a lady named Sharon on the soap opera he liked to watch. So, I mean, it was plausible. I mean, I'm not going to argue. But still, something. Anyways, later on in life, not too long after, it was years after, yeah. I mean, I was only like, 14 at that time, so. It's probably my early 20s. I looked up the word Sharon. It's the French word for underground. And I remember, some of the stuff he had been saying to me at Arby's, on our trips to Arby's. Shit going on, My uncle, his son, fucking around with some Mexicans. Doing a lot of drugs, coke and shit. Yeah, same one that stole his coins. Sold them for drugs. Really upset him. Yeah, it was the same one, in Livermore there, that we stayed with for a little bit when we came back from Canada. What year was that? Yeah, the dude from Canada stayed there with us, actually, for a little bit. We'll leave that one alone. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Like, no shit, underground. I started putting stuff together and what he'd been saying about these fucking goons. And targeting people and the abuse. And stuff, what they do. Some of the things they do, And his concerns. He was telling me with his mind. He wasn't saying stuff in those words. It was other stuff he was saying, topics he was talking about that I would later on, kind of like the Sharon thing. It didn't really register as, underground, and then all these other connections to family lines and ties. And Yeah, I started to think about stuff other people had been saying. You motherfuckers. Yeah, I became a bad alcoholic after that. I was a bad alcoholic by the time I was 15. It was actually their car. I crashed. They had left their car to my mom and she let me drive it. I was only 16. I just got my permit. Drunk on vodka. It was a Buick. Not the Cadillac, no. Yeah, they had that brown Buick. And the silver Cadillac. The silver Caddy was the car they used for going out. Yeah, like going to church, going out to eat, that kind of stuff. Yeah, when she would just go out shopping and stuff, she'd use the Buick. That was the one I crashed. Yeah, that was back, yeah, before Walmart. Walmart was built in, it was like 93, yeah. I know, she was so excited for it. She passed away, like, literally right around the time it was being opened. I know, she was excited because it was in walking distance from where they were. Yeah, back in those days, it was just, there's some grocery stores, there's Zales, or Zales, whatever it was, service merchandise, yeah. Yeah, I said there was this place, like, way back, where they used to go for the chickens and stuff. Yeah, like they had just had slaughterhouses you'd go to. You'd go right to the slaughterhouse, right? Was that back when she was a wacko? Mommy's alright, Daddy's alright. Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
I was speaking in Tennessee and I'm just looking at it. I was like, I can fucking for the down payment.
Smoke.
Crack is home where I live. I can get up the house.
I do not carry malice.
Every time I say it, my phone rings it
I
up.
do not carry spite.
I'm just outside of Houston. Look at this, man.
I simply pull my coat tight
Three-story
and step into the night.
because you're like, that's your focus. You said the top of the show.
A cold smoke cigarette between my heavy hands. I watch the shadows lengthening across the lonely lands. No words are needed here to justify my name. I am the silent watcher.
Amagansett. We went in with some food lights.
Clears out,
How many photo boats were there?
but the darkness stays around.
It was like nothing. It was three candidates
I
and
dropped
one with
the
like
final
one extra.
match
But like you have that sort of
onto the
power
frozen
at the local level.
ground.
And that's what I try to focus on because it's actually that actually changes your life. You know, Trump has an impact, Biden's got an impact, but you elect the PTA board. Where's the way how do you emphasize that? It's tough because there's so much focus on that stuff. Even you might know your member of Congress, but you don't know the member of Congress in the district next to you. Most people can't name their state representative, and that's really where it where all the decisions get made. So Phil giving me a nod. How are we going to chats?
No, not quite yet. We got one more story from The Guardian. Hawaii braces for a direct hit from Tropical Storm Lila. Tropical Storm Lila is set to hit Hawaii's Big Island with hurricane force in a matter of hours, bringing dangerous wind, heavy rainfall, and high surf in a sign of what's strengthened to a super El Nino in the Pacific may bring. Ian, I just want to know, why are you alarmed?
Didn't even know. It's what you don't know, you don't know. I didn't know this. I just heard it for the first time. This is the first hurricane documented since the 20th century we started recording weather patterns. Usually it's the Big Island of Hawaii.
I don't think it's the first one.
There have been tropical storms before, but never a hurricane to hit the Big Island. I just read that earlier before the show. So much you know about this.
kind of still
I don't know. Is it
has the power left to kill. I wear it like a tailor coat with collar tied around my throat. The weight of quiet pulls me down. A heavy anchor in this town. I scream inside without a sound. My boots upon
a city in North
ground.
Carolina.
North Carolina's a long way away from Hawaii.
Well, when I was a hurricane going to Miami, I did a whole
Crowded room, a laughing face. I occupy an empty space. They ask me if I'm doing well. I nod my head and hide the hell. If I let go and drop the weight, I crumble at the rusty gate. So I push back against the dread and carry all the words unsaid. The weight of quiet pulls me down. A heavy anchor in this town. I scream inside without a sound. My boots upon the ground.
Hawaii's not the Big Island. Hawaii's the Big Island. The Big Island is Hawaii.
The quiet man
Yeah, Hawaii's the Big Island is Hawaii. Then there's like Oahu, Maui.
watches on
I had any idea how to
slow.
There's Oahu, there's Maui, there's Hawaii. There's I think the actual archipelago is like, there's too many islands for me to list off, but the ones that people know is like Lanikai, Oahu, Maui, I think Molokai, Hawaii.
Way more than that. And it's Hawaii with an apostrophe between the last two Hawaii, as opposed to the state. Yeah, the state has no apostrophe, but the island does.
The pavement cracks beneath my tread. I do not fear the silent death. The
Man, I got a buddy over there.
distance is
All right, so we're gonna go to
taste
everybody in the Discord
the
call. There's no after show
to
today. This is
their
Friday,
rest.
but we're gonna head over to our friendly neighborhood Discord. Get some questions from you guys.
I walk across the barren state. I do not care about the date. The miles are carved into the face. I occupy the empty space. The walk is brutal, hard and long. I do not sing a stop to take a drink. I do not even try to think. The destination is unknown. I walk the territory alone. I keep the posture straight and tall. I do not stumble.
So crazy. And like even the driving instructor will be like, it's better to stay with
Is
the
brutal, hard and low. I do not sing a happy song. I place one foot ahead of the next. I do not follow any text.
Carolyn says, how will we make reparations if he's unable to spare Hawaii from the hurricane?
Carry on.
With great power comes great responsibility. Or if you can change the weather, and you don't change the weather, and then it's Hawaii. It's your fault.
The road is empty, dark and steep.
You can change the weather and you can save lives by doing it, and then you don't. You know, Spider-Man says when you can do something and you don't, and then bad things happen, it's your fault.
I'll reiterate, I think that's the argument that they use against Elon to give his wealth away.
It's not.
You don't think so?
Because Elon's wealth is actual property. Like he owns stocks and he
My
owns.
body, Phil.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, your body. Yeah, but let's give it. It's an ability.
Give it to me now.
It's an ability.
Body is not your own, dude. Controlled by
It's an ability. He is body. And it doesn't cost you anything. I'll buy you lunch. So between the two of us, we can save Hawaii. I'll buy you lunch, and then you can save Hawaii.
You gotta say Hawaii.
I've been buried in the
I wanna go.
Alright, I'm gonna start focusing.
watch the shadow hide the hurt.
Thank you, Taylor, for that
Every
question.
weapon that I
Let's see.
hold
What do you got?
turns to something
What's the best
dark
guitar
and
back?
cold.
Lothar says, what's the best Misfits story?
Nothing breathes but me
No,
tonight.
you're not saving that.
No more left and no more right. When you strip down the bone, nothing leaves you all alone. Oh, nothing goes in the vest. No more war and no unrest.
Yes?
Bury every lie.
No, but I'm about to.
Nothing
No, I can feel the torrent within me. I mean, I don't know, it's right in my chords, like, it gets really, really intense. Well, it's not the first time it's happened either.
Tiger Tank says for Phil, we should keep all the big look, anyone that's not a citizen has got to go. I don't care what their religion is, I don't care the size of their community. They gotta go. If you're not a citizen, if you're illegally out, gotta go. Gotta get rid of it.
Well, that's a situation like the phone status.
Every hour turns to black. There is nothing coming back. I just sit and watch the dust turn the iron into rust. Nothing breathes but me tonight. No more left and no more right. When you strip down the bone, nothing leaves you all alone. Oh, nothing
The person you see is your mom, Juicy. Your mom's Juicy, yeah. Alright, let's see. That guy was right. Let's see. Would you give, Sergek says, would you give up your EV car to bring back creative he said yes. They're probably not as big as that. But I mean, and if you really want to be a car, I don't I think they're probably less common, but you know, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure Corvettes are still using the VID. I'm pretty sure, you know, your muscle cars, you know, even modern muscle cars, if people aren't doing the ladies and ladies nowadays for muscle cars, but yeah, definitely when people like this one, this is so much faster than the V8. Like, 2 seconds, just 2 seconds, 6 seconds, no, it's so fast. It's super fast. It's
Also take a charge back.
on a supercharger, if I'm like down to like 5%, usually 35 minutes. If I'm a home charger, I just plug it in every night and you just leave it on. So you can always plug it in and it's always plugged in. And just when you plug it in, it's basically always full.
Yeah, the car bodies themselves with the gravity and modern metaphors and stuff. That's gonna be super. And there'll be batteries.
Agony Dev says, Phil, is Tank running local or using the cloud? Which model, if you don't mind me asking? Tank is local. I bought a Matic, and so Tank sits on the Matic. I use Sonic for
I taste the gravel in the air. I sit inside a wooden chair. I do not offer up a prayer. I meet the cold and empty The iron bell but never breaks. I calculate the heavy stakes. I suffer through the silent aches. I cross the frozen jagged lakes. The dust will cover up the name. I walk inside.
cutting edge, the frontier models. The frontier models are important when you're dealing with like really cutting edge stuff. But if you're using for like, you know, search or hey, can you tell me a story about this, or I need to know about this particular issue or whatever, then you get a really and then what's the other question? Yeah, I use Claude. I use Graphic, but I thought about going over the stone. I'm not sure.
Tank, because he has a matrix.
No, I just thought of something that was not human.
Tank was like one of my favorite characters, and then he's just so righteous. He's a forgot about all
Yeah. No, I just wanted something that was not like, that wouldn't sound like a pet or like
I am a sinner, not a saint.
and I thought
I
like,
never issue a complaint. The pulse is
so
steady,
yeah, that
slow and fade. The iron bends but never breaks. I calculate the heavy stakes. I suffer through the silent aches. I cross the frozen jagged lakes. The dust will cover up the name. I walk inside.
Chris Carr 17 on X. Check out my Substack, chriscarr.substack.com. That's Carr with a K.
The dust will fall. I stand in silence.
Yo, you can follow me at Carter Banks everywhere at Carter Banks Official. Instagram, maybe. All these others at Slashhouse Records, YouTube. But I do want to say, if you guys want to keep the night going after I have on the show, check out the Josie Show live on Discord. Friday nights at 10 p.m. There's a plenty of guests.
So people like Scott Adams, Tulsi Gabbard, Rob Schneider, Paul Brett Weinstein, and a ton more, having the kinds of conversations you're actually going to want to stick around for. And because it's live on Discord, you're not just watching. You can jump in and ask Josie and the guest questions as well, and actually be part of the conversation. So when IRL wraps, head over to the Josie Show and keep the night going. And tonight, she's going to go live with Owen Schroyer, so make sure to tune in. Bill.
I am Phil the Remains on Twitch. You can check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Phil
The silk is heavy on my
is
weary
all the
bone.
remains. You can check out our music on Apple Music,
I walk this
Amazon,
gravel and I
Pandora, YouTube,
walk
Spotify,
alone.
and Deezer. Make sure
windows
you
bite
check out clips
midnight
from
I keep my
IRL
distance
and
and I'm
from
very true.
Tim's Daily Show all through the weekend, and we will see you guys back here on Monday.
The street lamp flickers on the cobblestone. The shadow moves, but it is overthrown. I pour the bourbon till the glass is full. I feel the gravity, the heavy pull. The skies are quiet, but they run so deep. I have a promise that I swore to keep. The iron weights
Well,
beneath the
just now?
velvet coat. The words are swallowed.
5 killed in a Michigan shooting.
Susan Collins keep telling us that everything's fine, but we know it's not. You deserve better. I'm Troy Jackson, and I approve this thing.
Wanted to get to some breaking news. A live look. Well, first, before we get to the live look,
5 people killed after a mission maniac goes on a bloody killing spree. Wow. Where's a war at? Would that be a battle or a war? It's a micro. It's just a micro war. Did he take his medication? We're gonna keep pushing it. Trust me. You want to push that shit? We're gonna keep pushing back. I don't care if you're sick of hearing it.
is in the same count.
Wow.
Wanted to get to some breaking news. A live look. Well, first, before we get to the live look, just to kind of let you know what we've been tracking and what the New York Post is reporting on. We are hearing of a mass shooting situation in Michigan. 5 people being killed after
He's dead too,
suspects
so
went
6
on a bloody
dead
killing
because he
spree,
was killed.
according to the Post. 6 total dead, including the suspect, after this shooting spree. Right now, you're taking a live look to Cadillac, Michigan, and I'm told that this is in the same county as where this shooting situation took place. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a rural area. We don't quite have the same news sources that we would have in a bigger city, so we don't have.
Yeah, in other news, look at down at the taglines. Nice. What the fuck, right? A woman is under arrest for vandalizing World War II monument in Washington, D.C. Like, there's not enough to deal with.
The local police department sent out a update, and it's a lengthy update. I just want to read verbatim what detectives from the Michigan State Police are saying about this situation. I'll read it as such. Michigan State Police, Cadillac Post, are investigating the deaths of 6 individuals, including a suspect, discovered in 3 different locations in northern Lower Michigan. As investigators continue to gather information and notify next of kin, the ages and genders of the victims are not being released at this time. Preliminary timeline of events, which are subject to change as the investigation continues, so they kind of lay out what happened here. I'll give you a synopsis of it. They say at about 11:40 in the morning local time, troopers were dispatched to a home on South LaChance Road in Lake Township for a report of a person who had been shot. Upon arrival, troopers located 3 dead people and 1 person in critical condition who was transported to an area hospital. The identified suspect, 39-year-old Chad Hickman, fled the scene prior to the troopers' arrival, which initiated a large-scale police response and search with support from the MSP Emergency Support Team and Aviation and Canine units. I'll put the picture up once again of 39-year-old Chad Hickman they have here. During the search, according to police, a fourth deceased individual was located at a second separate home in Missaukee County. During the search, troopers observed the suspect's vehicle near a wooded area close to Whitlock Lake in Caldwell Township. As the search continued, troopers located Hickman and another individual deceased in the wooded area. The MSP is asking community members to avoid all three areas so investigators can safely and effectively process each scene. I'm being told by our producing team here, Caleb just told me that we do have a report from a local affiliate, so a Fox affiliate near the area, near Cadillac, Michigan, apparently did file this report. We just got this into the newsroom, so let's watch this together.
Troopers responded to a call of a gunshot victim at a Lake Township home just before noon on Friday. When they stepped inside, 3 people were dead. The caller was taken to the hospital in critical condition, and the man state police identified as their suspect, 39-year-old Chad Hickman, was already gone. What followed was a search that stretched across the county.
We deployed our detective bureau, our aviation unit, emergency support team, K-9 unit, to try to track down the suspect who had fled the scene before troopers arrived.
During that search, investigators found another person dead inside a second home. Then, troopers spotted Hickman's vehicle near a wooded area close to Whitlock Lake in Caldwell Township. In those woods, they found Hickman, and they found one more person, both dead.
Right now we're looking at 6 deceased individuals and 1 individual in critical condition.
The state police have not said how any of the 6 people died. They've not released a motive. They're not releasing names or ages while investigators gather information and notify next of kin. There is one thing that investigators say that they're certain of tonight.
There is no threat to the public at this time.
The Cadillac Post is leading this investigation, with detectives pulled in from Traverse City and Roscommon. The DNR helped. So did the Forest Service, the Missaukee County Sheriff's Office, and the County Road Commission. 3 scenes in one small county on one Friday afternoon.
This type of situation, doesn't happen too often, and when it happens in a small town, it's scary. So it's okay that people are feeling that way.
State police say that they'll release more information as they're able to. In Missaukee County, Nick Simon, 9 and 10 News.
We appreciate Nick's reporting. He's with WFQX, and we appreciate their insight.
Experience matters.
Hello everyone, geophysicist Stefan Burns here with breaking news. A magnitude 7.7 earthquake has struck Indonesia off the coast at shallow depth, and this did generate a tsunami. Thankfully, this is a fairly low population part of Indonesia. We do have Bali nearby. Let me put on our cities and labels and everything like that. Google Earth is kind of freaking out right now. We'll get back to this. But this magnitude 7.7 is the second largest earthquake of 2026.
How's everybody doing?
It is
having fun? It looks like fun. Making s'mores?
In Venezuela and
I wish I could, but here's the thing with me. You see this new shirt I got on? I'll just spill that marshmallow all over it. Oh, hi! I like that idea. What's the occasion? Anything special? Oh, happy birthday! I'm so happy. Who's your dog there? Well, you guys enjoy your night, and it looks like you're having fun. Hang on one second. Here's your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hey! Nice one. Are these guys with you, or are they bothering you? I'm just kidding you. You too. How's everyone? Good. What are we celebrating? Anything? Foods. Oh, happy birthday. What's your name? How do you spell it? Okay, got Lupe bonita. There we go. Lupe Bob. Nice to see you guys. Happy birthday. I don't know what's wrong, but I know how to ask Oh, that's good. It's only 9:13. Usually we're not starting this late, a little later, but they're all having a good time. Yeah. Where was that at? The egging of the house. Just got their house there.
You really need like a magnitude 8
Hello. Everything good? You doing okay?
What are you trying to find?
The guitar thing? Huh. Guitar thing. Where was it supposed to be? Huh. Music many activities. Was it a...
The Midway Pavilion, 1199 Midway Parkway.
Well, follow us up here, because the Midway Pavilion is over here. You're on Como here. Did you check out? Does it say what time it is?
What time did it say? Yeah, looks like 9:15 is when it ended.
Were you over there at all? Did you check?
Oh, sorry. Sorry you missed it.
It could still be going on. I don't know.
Says till 9:15.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna head back.
All right, so
Yeah, God bless. What was it, a guitar?
yeah, several performers.
It's probably that pavilion right down the street there, right?
I would think so.
Thankfully, though, it looks like the tsunami is not the biggest in general, and only one location here having it close to 1 meter. The others are quite a bit smaller, maybe 0.14 meters. That stretch is not becoming clear. So, looks like the tsunami is not the biggest deal. But the
the driver walk off to a little hand up.
is a pretty big deal. Right now we're at extreme levels.
Como Park.
Copy, I'm going.
As long as people are quiet, you let them stay there until 11. If they're noisy and rowdy, then we vote to 10 o'clock. Deadline.
Our doublet that struck Venezuela, 7.2 and 7.5, and don't forget the magnitude 7.1 that struck, magnitude 7.2.
I guess we are a little earlier than normal.
We are.
So what was happening at Como Park tonight? What was happening? Oh, wedding rehearsal. Well, congratulations to whoever. That'll be fun. conservatory, huh?
What's that?
It sounds like you can't get married inside the conservatory.
It's a beautiful spot to do it.
Playing golf?
Oh, that stinky one?
Yeah, what's it called? It's got a terrible hole.
Once a year, right?
Yeah, 2 years sometimes. What's the name of it?
Yeah, what's the name of the stinky plant? The conservatory. No, the Sparkses are not here tonight, folks.
Effectively, the back and forth to it. So here we have a web app.
So we have a couple people working, but I don't. Well, I know Thurmer and Manis and Avi are here. There might be some other people coming in. Give the old guys a little hand. We gotta think of something new to do at the fair this year.
So this is the exact
There must be a concert here at the band show.
And we see that we have our So
You know, we're gonna ask somebody, we're gonna say, this is the guitar thing that's running late. Lakeside Pavilion. So what was going on tonight? What was the activity? Music? Music? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now let's go over to what we're here.
It's wrapped up.
Okay. So we have our 7.7.
Some applause going on there.
Yellow.
I had it loaded up earlier, so let's reload this guy, okay? And this is magnitude 5 plus.
Hello.
Here.
These are people that know we're out here.
7 right there, okay? And it goes to this moment exactly. Okay, so there it is. Look at our sun moon position. Now you can see that the moon has moved to the other side, and it's basically approximately the
That looks
exact
like
same
lunch. Music at the Lakeside Pavilion.
the other side, right? So this is still in that new moon phase, effectively. Cold Storage is on the 12th, and you have a big 92.
How's it going, partner?
Hi.
Big 92.
How's everything?
2 days afterwards.
Was this the guitar?
Yeah. So
Yes, sir. Was this the guitar then?
Yeah, no rush.
Oh, no problem.
We just wanted to say hi.
Stopping to say hi. Absolutely not.
That's why we're here, so nobody does.
As long as you're here, my son took my car keys away. They're a long distance.
Do you have a driver's license?
I have a driver's license. I took the driver's test in 92. I'm 94 now. You're kidding. They don't think I should drive anymore. It's dangerous for a 90-year-old to drive. And I disagree with it because I like to drive. I still like to drive. Is there anything I can do about that?
Well, yes.
Can I have him arrested for stealing my car?
I don't know about that. But I would start. Do you have is there a family member that could intervene?
Well, my daughter won't think I can drive, and my son will. I got two sons.
Why don't you just get a spare set of keys?
And they're afraid I'll have an accident and have other people hurt. And I said, I don't drive freeways, I don't drive at night. I'm a careful driver. I had 2 accidents back in 92, when I was 92.
You know,
And they're a bad accident. They pulled my car.
the law doesn't
But that's
automatically.
the problem. They think that I'm going to do it again. I'm not going to do it again.
Did you ever have to get retested? If retested, did anybody ever order you to get a test?
Yeah, I agreed that they took my license away and I got a new test, like a new red test, a new driver's test.
Yep, you passed.
When I was 92, yeah.
You passed. Well, then you should have the right to drive.
But they took my license away. They took my key away.
But you have your license?
Yeah.
You have a good license?
Yeah.
They want $320 for a new key.
Where do you live?
In Oakdale.
You should call the Oakdale Police Department and tell them you'd like them to get a hold of your son to get your keys back.
Okay.
That's what
I'll do
I
that.
All right. All right. God bless.
I was waiting for my 95th birthday and I'm going to have it out with them. I said, I don't know. There's no way to punish somebody to take away their inheritance.
Well, can you get another set of keys? Would that be easy?
No, I haven't got another set of keys.
Well, you can. Just get the VIN number. What kind of car is it?
It's a 2006 Dodge minivan, and I got a scooter in it. And I use a scooter out here I use a scooter for the fair and here.
Are you going to the fair?
Yeah, I go try to go 5-6 times.
We'll see you there. Look for us at the sheriff's.
We'll be there.
I go there and I dance. I'm a dancer.
Where do you dance? Where do you dance at?
I dance at all the different orchestras they have.
You do.
They got about 5 of them, or 4 of them.
I hope I have your energy when I'm your age.
Yeah,
okay. I don't hope I live to be your age, but I don't.
enjoy dancing. I can't dance as good as I used to be.
Has your wife passed away, or how about your wife? Has she passed
No,
away?
she passed away 10 years ago.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I don't want to remarry. It's too much work.
Well,
I married the wife. I married her for 60 years.
Wow. Congratulations.
That's amazing. What's your name? Huh? What's your name, sir?
George Deemer.
Okay, George.
How do you do?
I'm Pat.
All right, George, we got to run.
Okay.
Love you. See you later, man.
Take care now.
Thanks for the conversation.
You bet.
Yes, sir.
What's the leader? Stephen Collins, 22. However, take a
We remember that one.
Sure.
Yeah, he was just waiting there while his daughter was getting the car to pick him up. So now he's perfectly fine.
You have a license, man. That's the good test. I'm not sure so they are. If they're ready to An officer can force you to test. They do that with regularity if there's an accident or an elderly person. Once they've been tested, they get their license back. Let's see here. A lot of folks are coming over here. Sitting in the parking lot.
I don't feel safe seeing this dude.
Then to the blind spot
Here we see one of the manufacturing activities. We see that launch off, and then check the coronal shockwave that blasts.
928.
That's from a
We've been in service for a while.
C-class fighter.
Hey, Buzzy Bowen, by the way, Buzzy, I read your incident. You fell. I'm gonna call you, Buzzy. You can tell us your story.
What we're seeing with that filament, and this may be a better one to kind of to watch here.
That was terrible.
See that's a big loop. Okay, so what you have is
Oh, we got three people. We got three cat guys. Got cat gun
flow
working.
of current through that loop. Not just magnetic field, it's also electric field. Of course, you can't have a magnetic field without an electric field, vice versa. So you have a flow of current through that loop. Now, when you have multiple circuits near each other,
Call Buzzy
one
Bowen.
circuit having a change to it can cause changes to the other circuit, which can be through inductance and a whole bunch of different mechanisms. So basically, this circuit starts to expand out, destabilize, and gain sweep this direction, right? Look at this, sweep this direction, and then look at how you have that coronal shockwave immediately afterwards. Again, we'll go back here to really see that. So current goes out, the circuit destabilizes,
Hello, Buzzy. I read your post about your fall there in the Minneapolis copper that came. So are you doing okay? Oh.
Which they don't do anything for us, so I didn't go to the hospital that day. They kind of screwed up my knee, but otherwise, yeah, I'm okay. I did hit my head. That's a good thing. So.
Yeah, real good thing.
And so the guys from Fire Station 14, Ladder Truck 10, they all showed up to help me and give me up off my floor.
Yep.
And luckily, because I fell a couple years ago and I did hit my head, and I was on the floor for like 4 hours because my son, it was in the middle of the night, my son didn't hear his phone ringing.
Yep.
And I didn't call 911 because I didn't want to shoot my dog. And a couple weeks after that fall, one of the sergeants I know emailed me one day and said, "Did you already know lockbox at your home?" And I said, "No, not yet." So I was just calling so he bought the lockbox and installed it at my house. So this time when I called, I could just give him
Good. Well, you sound great anyhow, right?
Yeah, you know what, I'm pretty tough.
Yeah.
You know, I feel pretty tired and I actually,
No, I think you're pretty tough.
Yeah. You're from the north side, so you gotta be tough, right? Right?
Well, there is, we grow stronger and better over here.
No doubt. Well, we always said that about the east side too, Although I was just a little north of the east side. In Maple, but I hung on the east side. So
So, I have to tell you, I stopped at your office down at the patrol station the Friday after the county fair to drop off the notes and some chocolates. And I met the nicest guy. He said he was an accountant in the sheriff's office at the Los Angeles Center.
yeah.
And then when I went to the patrol station, I met Carol.
Yeah, they're both great, yeah.
She is just the nicest person. I was so impressed with her. She was just the nicest person.
You're 100% right. She is, and she's one of the people that responds to the comments and the questions. Carol on the Live on Patrol page.
Yeah, and I had put two together until I met her,
Yeah.
But she was just fabulous. I was so impressed with her.
Probably Mitch was probably the accountant guy, but I'm a little disturbed by that story because I never got any chocolate.
You'll just have to after I left the car chocolate from the Dancing Bear Chocolate, which is on local chocolate shop here.
Yep.
Speaking of
They're both
chocolate, I
places.
wanted to make
Basically,
needles.
they tell people for how nice everybody was and taking care of them because the county fairs.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you for coming. That was fun. Are you coming to the state fair?
We'll see how my knee and foot are doing. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're hoping you'll be there.
Well, except that you guys are never there when I'm there.
Yeah, because we come later.
Yeah, but you said we were there at 4 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, I come at 4:30 when I come at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I am there. I'm in like the second or third Christmas line to get, when they open the gates to go to the park.
Jesus, good for you.
Because that way I know I'm going to get a handicap spot. I know which where I'm going first.
Well, I'm sure we'll run into you somewhere, if not there, someplace else.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right, well, thank you for taking our call. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I'm sorry about your toe. But, toes heal pretty good.
Yeah, there's really nothing they can do for them. You just have to live through it. So.
All right, thanks for being our friend. Appreciate it.
All right.
Take care, Buzzy. Bye.
Yes, you easy. Bye-bye.
What a great
We
lady.
can get the car speaker. Yeah, wonderful lady. We can get the car speaker to go. Starting to rain again, Pat.
Yeah, it is.
This is like a Chris Reeves sprinkles. Roseville, all quiet in Roseville, actually. All quiet. Can't be close and
Regular shoplifter walking to the Target down on Fort Parkway, stole a bunch of stuff and walked out the door.
Is he a regular shoplifter?
Yep.
Does that mean
They
someone
even know his name.
No, Jesus.
How sad is that? The store knows your name. Keep coming in and thieving. A lot of disorderly conduct calls.
I don't know what Al does at Al's Billions there to keep the conflict to a minimum. But we never get calls.
Never.
At Al's Billions there in London. He's always got a good crew with him. I don't know. Gotta give him credit, whatever he's doing.
For sure.
Well,
nothing really of note.
Healthcare executive pled guilty today. This is our order at Stable Kitchen to Jordison. Must have ordered us something. Stable Kitchen is here. Look it up for this. It's probably in a different state. Never get those texts.
Oh, okay.
Order is ready. Someone could be playing games in this house. Which would be the first time. outside and go to the stable and pick up with them.
Go for it.
It's got to be some place with a blister in it. You think?
You can.
We are taking some additional steps to make sure your time at the fair is safe and enjoyable. You probably read about the injunctions that were requested. The judge is going to make a decision next Thursday to prevent, essentially it prevents 10 gang members hanging out here, fellow gang members. The 10 that we listed here, numerous arrests, over 40 charges. Over 40 charges over the last 2 years. And of course, as I've said before, the number of Somali gang members is actually much higher than that. But this is one way to make sure that some of the most active are not present. And of course, the message to other gang members is we know who you are, and we're taking steps to make sure that you're held accountable for your behavior.
Zero tolerance for bad behavior.
Zero tolerance, even previous bad behavior as well, which we've been documenting for some time. So, and people say, well, why this group? Well, frankly, because they've been posting about causing disorder and rioting and fighting at the fair for the past month. So we take them at their word, you know?
Indeed.
Yeah, I turn those lights on so you don't get off your chair too fast, Sauk Rapids. Yeah, there you go. You know, that's kind of a stiff chair. You need a lounge chair, don't you? That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Thank you. So that's a police officer from Sauk Rapids who also works for the Minnesota Fair. There are many, many of them. I see somebody walking down there. Did you see that? Mighty Midway is not ready yet. Maybe it was a deer. Oh, the carnies are starting pulling into their trucks. Their trucks weren't here today. What's going on here? What's happening? How's it going? How are you? You just get here today, or? What? Okay. Welcome. That's the universal language. A lot of the carnies here don't speak a ton of English. Oh, by the way, you see those little things that hang on your neck? Translate? I've heard about them. We gotta get some of those. I saw them advertised. They translate right on your neck. You speak and it translates in Spanish.
That's cool. Does it translate back to you from them?
Yes, it does. That's the latest technology, translation technology. Not to mention, you get those little things that can record your entire life from now till death, if you want. A transcript of everything you said for the next 20 years. Wow. You got one thing.
I think they've got some body cameras that translate.
Doesn't say a word. I slipped into the back seat.
The vendors have started moving in. To the sides. Time to make the donuts.
Step into the fire.
Are you're fixing it up? Getting it looking good. A little bit of paint. Good for you.
We navigate the shadows.
Get donuts out there.
Waiting for the spark.
I was out here with the turkey people. They were getting the
No
curd
sloppy
bolts.
presentation. Everything lies. I read the brutal riot.
6 to 1.
Hidden in the signs.
We got it.
I carry out the sentence. Standing in the suit.
Is it the dog?
Standing upon the gravel.
I think that's from the suspect deal from the earlier deal?
Not sure.
The scent remains unbroken. Through the fire. I walk
63.
Canaan. It's probably the one that the suspect left earlier. Gotta be, right? So earlier that shooting we mentioned over on the east side. One suspect was not apprehended.
turns to something dark and cold.
Changes to a war.
Nothing breathes.
Car that we believe might belong to the
No
suspect.
more left and no more right. When you strip down the bone.
So anyhow, State Fair. Oh man, we're gonna check it out every day, every day.
This is where we'll be for 10 days.
12.
12 days, yeah, 12 days. From the 27th of August till the 7th of September, Labor Day.
Okay, so here's your international bazaar. And what's the name of the restaurant gonna be here?
I believe it's the Mun Union Kitchen.
And they're gonna have a corn dog with mung sausage.
Yes.
Every hour turns to black. There is nothing coming back.
Some sweet and hot dipping sauce.
I just sit
This is your chance to meet a lot of politicians out here too.
turn the iron into
People running for office, they'll all be here. This will be a big gathering.
no more left and no more right. When you strip down the bone, nothing leaves you all alone.
How's it going? Terry, good to see you.
Hey, Terry.
You know, I said Terry Kinney's over here. She's one of our deputies that's worked with. How many years you been out here? 26 or 27? So, we're live, but that's okay. Well, we want you to come on over here. We want you to talk to us. So, Terry's been out here for 26 years. She loves the fair. I said to my wife the other day, I said, I'm not sure anybody loves working the fair all those hours, depending on the pay. And she said, well, Terry loves working. And the reason I said that is, Steve Linders is going to do a piece. Has he talked to you at all?
No.
Our PIO is going to do a piece on the deputies working the fair. So we decided that you are the logical person because you've been here 26 years. Well, Ron's been here, what, 37?
Yeah.
But, you do a lot of work out here. So you can let Ken have a little bit of exposure to it.
I only have one request. When I retire, I want a butter head because everybody says I'm the queen of the fair.
There you go. I was just thinking, we just drove by the dairy building. I was thinking that's where they do the carvings of the queens. The butter. Wow, we'll see if Pat and I can do your carving for you, but I don't know if you'll like it, but it's
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it throughout these years, and I just want to go for fun.
I saw you wished George happy birthday the other day.
I did, yeah.
I saw that too, your old partner from the old days.
Yep, I actually talked in contact with a lot of the retired guys, all the time.
That's
Even
cool.
from St. Paul as well.
And in case you guys forgot, Terry used to hang out with Pat and I at the Flameburger restaurant on Minnehaha. For sure. Back in 81, 82, those are good old days. She was working there. Pat and I were not working, but
I can tell you my story about how Mom used to want me to make the onion rings, but they had to be the small crunchy ones.
there you go. That's right. You were a great cook there, you guys. The Flameburger and the onion rings. Yeah. Good times, Terry.
Yes, it was, for sure.
And you've done a great job as a deputy sheriff, so
Thank you.
I really appreciate you.
I appreciate the opportunity to come work for Ramsey County.
Yeah, you've been great.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been a great experience.
Well, are you working every night now or what?
Here I'm working some pre-fair,
Yeah.
and then during the 12 days of the fair, I'm going to work noon to midnight for all the 12 days.
Okay, good. Wow. Well, you'll be here with us. We'll be.
Yeah.
What's Ken gonna work? What's his hours?
Same, yep. He's up at gate 15.
Okay.
Around the corner.
Whoa.
Come in by the grand.
We're gonna go catch that guy. See you later.
All right,
Thanks. I don't know how fast he was actually going, but he certainly sounded fast, didn't he? Yep. Well, let's see what we can do here. Stand by for your bet. Oh, we gotta pass this car without him seeing us pass this car. That's the tricky part. So he doesn't know we're on. We use siren. That's all we need now. Well, he did pull over for the fire truck. That's a very strange sequence of events, Pat. Here, would you get the plate here from me?
Yeah, get up a little closer. Z436.
New message. New message.
Sir, can you step on? Just come out of your car for a minute, okay? Well, you were speeding on Como Avenue. What was your rush?
So I push back against the dread and carry all the words unsaid. The weight of quiet pulls me down.
Sorry, man. No, but you were zooming down Como.
Heavy anchor in this town. I scream inside without a sound. the silent day. The distance is a heavy test. I put the rumors to their rest.
But he's just shaking here.
I walk across the barren state. I do not care about the date. The miles are carved into the face. I occupy the empty space. The walk is brutal, hard and long. I do not sing a happy song. I place one foot ahead of the next. I do not follow any text. I walk until
Oh, we got some extra bodies out here tonight.
Yeah, good.
I carry on the weekend. The wind is pushing at the back. I keep my supplies in the sack.
Well, it's 10 o'clock.
Not stop
Like my son always says, nothing happened. It's still 12:15, but 10 o'clock is a good threshold.
Yes, it is.
Well, backseat is the 10:30 is our busiest time. People try to watch the news. Well, lately the news has been very redundant. It really has. Well, let's go down to Stone Cabin. Check out You know that last Friday we were down at Central High School with that soccer tournament.
Yeah.
That's several thousand people.
That was a big crowd.
Jumping the fence. It was pretty well behaved. The next night it was at Allianz Field. Allianz Field. And I don't know if you saw the post on the Intel thread, but there was two major fights out there.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. It was not good. It wasn't it was St. Paul's Detail that night. They had the Allianz Field.
Got that stop.
Oh, yes, on the east side?
Yep.
Without a word, without a smile.
Paul's not here. I don't think Mike's really here. He's stuck with Pat and I. Yeah, we can split up later to give each other a little rest.
I measure every single stride with nowhere left to run or hide the darkness.
Must not be on camera often enough because a lot of people get us confused.
I've noticed that.
Some people call me Pat. Hey, Pat. Call you Bob. Hey, Bob.
Yes, they do.
Looks
like the undersheriff is
I do not wander from the past.
cough backseaters. I'm still recovering. You know, every time we have an election in this country, you're about to tell me.
The gears are frozen.
It's Metro Transit's call.
I stand alone inside the space.
So something happened on that transit train because it says on the train offline.
I keep the memories unsaid.
We don't always get all the calls on our CAD for Metro Transit.
The quiet is a nylon wall.
Must be all trains.
I'll bet you that flashing white light means that call
Do
to
not wait to hear the call. Clock is striking absolute.
Maintenance vehicle for transit.
Oh. Well, there's a fire truck on 50%, right? They're not going there. They're going to skip a court.
Lots happening within about a 3-4 block radius.
I'll let the hours fall away.
So we're starting to believe that it's a maintenance issue. However,
The spring
the whole road blocked off.
the dial cracked.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yes, indeed.
I keep the quiet facts intact. No rushing forward, no delay.
Well, we're really winded out, Pat. We're so inquiring, we're going to pull up alongside that guy and ask him what the heck's going on.
The time is nothing but a ghost.
I guess we'll have to ask one of the guys on foot.
Shadow at the veil.
Inquiring minds need to know. What's happening?
I step outside the dragging sail.
Somebody got hit? Yeah. A pedestrian? Oh.
On the tracks or what? I'm sorry, on the tracks or on the train?
Train.
Got punched?
Yeah. I don't know because how that was. I just got here.
Yeah, okay. But somebody got assaulted, basically.
Somebody hit him? Or the train hit him? The train hit them? The train hit the person.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You too.
I'm good. He wasn't 100% certain of that, though.
Didn't seem to be.
What? And one more thing, Pat. Okay, you and I and Buzzy Bone might know the phrase "inquiring minds want to know," but anybody under 30,
Good
I
point.
haven't heard that.
Good point.
It's funny how the generations change.
That's the truth.
When he says something, you gotta say something, you know, like, okay, I'm experienced because I have a 21-year-old son, okay? You gotta say, bet.
Yeah. Say less.
Bet.
6'7".
Bobby's very articulate, I'll give him credit. But this generation uses a lot of slang.
I stand atop the grave. Look across the
7-Eleven, we used to get together with Finn and all of us used to hang out there.
Fasten to the chin. I calculate the odds.
I would say basically with all the cars that were there, somebody probably did get it on the tracks.
A silver pocket watch. This ticket in my
Reminds me, I
chest.
happened to watch.
I put the
Looking through TV. Remember the movie with Sandra Bullock called While You Were Sleeping?
I know I've seen it. The plot line isn't coming out. I think I've seen everything with her.
This guy gets pushed under a train in the subway. He jumps down there and rescues him. Pulls him off the track and tells the medics. He hits his head, he gets his knees in. Through a series of misunderstandings, hospital staff think that she's engaged to him. The relatives think that he's engaged. He wakes up, he doesn't have any idea who the hell she is. But while you were sleeping, all the relatives decided they love Sandra Bullock. Now what are you gonna do? Anyhow, good movie. We are looking for crime. Crime is hiding from us.
Yes, it is.
A stoic mask is fitted on my face. Blood is washed away for the morning sun. I know the silent war has only just begun. The weight of the soul is woven with the dawn.
It's a little strange that that maintenance truck was blown up.
Predators waited
Implies that
in the park. We knew lies were behind us. Silver bend the knee. I let the river carry what was meant to be.
No, Ryan, I don't think Sandra Bullock has ever been in a bad movie. What's that? I don't think she's ever been in a bad movie.
Juliet Tango is 069.
she's married or something. All the tattoos, right?
Oh, Gosling? Ryan Gosling?
I think that was later. Some scene.
He was on one of those where he judged singers, right?
I don't know. All I know is he had a lot of tattoos.
Alright, who's the guy with a lot of tattoos Sandra Bullock was with?
Way back. We want to know that guy. It's turning into a trivia show. My wife will know. If she's listening, she'll know in a heartbeat. My wife is one of the most well-read human beings I've ever met. She types 90 words a minute. She probably reads 100. It's crazy. Shut the trains down. was getting hauled.
You're so funny.
You know, I'm going to be on Chad Hartman on Friday at the fair.
You are?
Yeah. I'm going to be on Chad Hartman Friday at the fair.
That first Friday?
Yeah, first Friday. Sue and Sushri will call. Rookie will call and hit us on there as well. But when Hartman was interviewing Chad Madell the other day, they were talking about crime being down in St. Paul. And Hartman gave us a shout out.
Really?
In part because of Ramsey County Sheriff's Office.
Nice.
It was freaking awesome. Podcast with Jay Coles. I like Jay Coles, you know. I really do. Sitting here, see, they're doing okay.
Hi, folks. Everything okay?
Saw you sitting on that chair over there. We're just wondering if you're all right. Yeah.
Oh, nothing to apologize about.
No, we're just checking in. Have a good night.
Take care, you guys.
Thank you.
Jesse James at the motorcycle shop.
Jesse James. I don't think they're together anymore, but I don't
Now, Adam says he cheated on her. Well, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah, what the hell is the matter with that guy?
Go for it. My left hand is just itching like crazy.
Huh, means you're gonna get a lot of money.
Ooh, I like that
I'll
idea.
buy you a lottery ticket. Right now. Let's check out this suspicious strange car. Hi. How's it going? What brings you here to the old Winchell Donut Shop? What's up? Huh? I can't quite hear you. You looking for something? Directions or what? Talking to your boyfriend? It's okay. This is a strange place for people to park. Okay. Assalamu That's what we used to do for a living, is just check out suspicious cars.
Yep. Big part of the job.